एपेक्स न्यूज इंडिया नॉर्थ ईस्ट।
नमस्ते, मैं हूं दीपिका दे और आप देख रहे हैं एपेक्स न्यूज इंडिया। आइए एक नजर डालते हैं आज की हेडलाइंस पर। अब खबरें आगे। शिलांग में एनईसी की 73rd बैठक अमित शाह ने की अध्यक्षता।
केंद्रीय गृह मंत्री अमित शाह ने मेघालय की राजधानी शिलांग में नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न काउंसिल यानी एनईसी की 73वीं पूर्ण बैठक की अध्यक्षता की। इस बैठक में केंद्रीय मंत्री ज्योतिरादित्य सिंधिया, मेघालय के राज्यपाल CH विजयशंकर, मुख्यमंत्री कॉनराड के संगमा, केंद्रीय राज्य मंत्री सुकांत मजूमदार, गृह सचिव गोविंद मोहन और डोनर मंत्रालय के सचिव संजय जाजू समेत कई वरिष्ठ अधिकारी मौजूद रहे। बैठक में पूर्वोत्तर के सभी 8 राज्यों के राज्यपालों और मुख्यमंत्रियों ने भी भाग लिया, जहां क्षेत्र के विकास और आपसी सहयोग से जुड़े विभिन्न मुद्दों पर चर्चा की गई।
राज्यसभा चुनाव के लिए जेम्स पी.के. संगमा MDA-2 के उम्मीदवार घोषित।
मेघालय डेमोक्रेटिक अलायंस MDA-2 ने आगामी 18 जून 2026 को होने वाले राज्यसभा चुनाव के लिए जेम्स पी.के. संगमा को अपना आधिकारिक उम्मीदवार घोषित करते हुए उनके नाम का सर्वसम्मति से समर्थन किया है। ये निर्णय MDA-2 के सभी घटक दलों के संसदीय दल नेताओं की बैठक में लिया गया। बैठक के दौरान विभिन्न सहयोगी दलों ने अपने अपने विचार रखे और गठबंधन के आधिकारिक उम्मीदवार के रूप में अपने दलों से जुड़े नामों का प्रस्ताव भी दिया।
And my colleagues in the MDA. Today's meeting centered around one major item, which is the nomination and selection of candidate for the Rajya Sabha seat from the state of Meghalaya. So the resolutions adopted are as follows. Number one, the PP leaders, parliamentary party leaders, representing all constituents of the MDA-2 were briefed about the election scheduled to the Rajya Sabha for the state of Meghalaya on June 18, 2026, and the views of the NPP on the matter by both the national and the state presidents of the NPP. 2. In the course of the discussions, members from the constituent units expressed their various points and indicated their willingness to have their party nominees selected and endorsed as official candidate of the MDA-2. 3. However, since the various parties had proposed various names of individuals belonging to the respective political parties, and there being no point of consensus on a single name, it was decided to follow the established convention of endorsing the proposal put forward by the largest constituent, that is the NPP, in order to ensure cohesion and unanimity on the basis of established parliamentary practice. 3. The meeting therefore unanimously endorsed the NPP's proposal for the candidature of Shri James P.K. Sangma as Rajya Sabha nominee representing the MDA-2. 5. However, respecting the wishes of the various constituent members of the MDA to allow the various parties to take their own call as far as by-elections to the Shillong parliamentary constituency is concerned, it was unanimously agreed that the parties are free to contest / support / stay neutral / stay away from the above by-election. 6. Since there was only one matter for consideration by the meeting today, the Honourable Leader of the Parliamentary Party of the MDA-2, Shri Conrad K. Sangma, thanked all members present and concluded the meeting with a formal request to all members to work unitedly to ensure the successful realization of the decisions of today's meeting. This is the
ILP और खासी गारो भाषा मुद्दे पर केंद्र से बात करेगी मेघालय सरकार।
मेघालय के उप मुख्यमंत्री एवं गृह मंत्री प्रीस्टोन टाइनसोंग ने कहा है कि राज्य सरकार इनर लाइन परमिट ILP लागू करने और खासी भाषा को संविधान की 8वीं अनुसूची में शामिल करने की अपनी लंबे समय से लंबित मांगों को केंद्र सरकार के समक्ष लगातार उठाती रहेगी। नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न काउंसिल (NEC) की पूर्ण बैठक से पहले पत्रकारों से बातचीत करते हुए टिनसोंग ने कहा कि NEC की बैठक मुख्य रूप से परिषद और पूर्वोत्तर क्षेत्र के विकास से जुड़े मुद्दों पर केंद्रित होगी। हालांकि यदि बैठक के दौरान केंद्रीय गृह मंत्री अमित शाह से मुलाकात का अवसर मिलता है, तो राज्य सरकार इन दोनों महत्वपूर्ण मांगों को एक बार फिर उनके समक्ष रखेगी।
See, plenary session tomorrow is about the NEC. So leave aside that program. But when you talk about the pursuing the pending issues from the government side, yes, for sure. If we have the opportunity of meeting the Honorable Home Minister, we will surely apprise and we will surely talk to him again about the pending issues of one is ILP and number two is the 8th schedule language that we have already passed in the assembly.
In this plenary meeting, is the border, the Meghalaya border that is unfenced, will it be taken up?
As of now, I am not aware about it, but I think it should be also part of the discussion since the meeting is being organized to discuss about the development, the security of the entire northeastern states. I am very sure maybe this subject so will be discussed.
How will the state government respond to the ministry when it's asked about the railway? Why it's still that the state government has not seen any progress in that?
Well, it's not only the question of stopping it about this project. In fact, what we said, we never said that we will stop. What we are saying is we would like to carry along everybody. All the stakeholders has to be also on board. I think that is the main issue. So right now, the most important issue as of today is about the pending issue. What is the pending issue? In fact, the stakeholders, even the citizens of the state, what they wanted is number one is ILP. If that is considered, then the second subject of railway project can be discussed.
4 जिलों में अफ्रीकन स्वाइन फीवर का प्रकोप, सरकार अलर्ट।
मेघालय के मुख्यमंत्री कॉनराड के संगमा ने राज्य में सामने आए स्वाइन फीवर के मामलों को लेकर कहा है कि सरकार स्थिति पर लगातार नजर बनाए हुए है और बीमारी के प्रसार को रोकने के लिए तत्काल कदम उठाए जा रहे हैं। बुधवार को मीडिया से बातचीत करते हुए मुख्यमंत्री ने कहा कि स्वाइन फीवर राज्य के लिए कोई नई चुनौती नहीं है और अतीत में भी ऐसी परिस्थितियों का सामना किया जा चुका है।
The swine flu in the state, there are some concerns. So what
it's fever, swine fever. Yeah. So basically, this has been a problem in the past also, and we are monitoring the situation, and we're taking immediate action on it. There are concerns, of course, and these concerns, keep happening from time to time. But the department is taking all possible steps and measures to ensure that this does not spread in any large scale. And there are a few cases, but we will do our best to ensure that this does not spread throughout the state.
Thank you.
छोटे कोयला खदान ऑपरेटर्स के लिए केंद्र से राहत की मांग।
मेघालय के मुख्यमंत्री कॉनराड के संगमा ने राज्य में कोयला खनन से जुड़े मुद्दों पर प्रतिक्रिया देते हुए कहा कि सरकार का उद्देश्य लोगों की आजीविका, खनिकों की सुरक्षा और पर्यावरण संरक्षण के बीच संतुलन स्थापित करना है। मीडिया से बातचीत में मुख्यमंत्री ने कहा कि कोयला खनन का मुद्दा जटिल है और इसका कोई एकमात्र या पूर्ण समाधान नहीं है। उन्होंने कहा कि राज्य सरकार मौजूदा परिस्थितियों में सभी पक्षों को ध्यान में रखते हुए आगे बढ़ रही है।
Again, you see, the problem with this is that there is no right answer to this, and it will always be a challenge. And we are working with constraints, with difficulties, and we need to balance out all aspects. So while coal mining is a livelihood aspect which is very, very important, I've been mentioning, but yet we have to at the same time balance the safety of the miners and the impact on the environment. So therefore, that is what we are trying to achieve. And therefore, in the process, there will never be a kind of a perfect system that we'll be able to achieve. There will always be challenges ahead. And we are trying to overcome those challenges and find what is best suited for our state and for our miners. And we are working very closely with everyone, including Government of India. And as I said, we are making strides forward. And we are hopeful, as I said, that slowly and steadily things will reach to a point where we'll be able to really balance out things in a much more better and perfect manner. As of now, the larger mines, about 100-hectare mines, are being permitted by Government of India. 4 mines, as I said, permissions have been given. 3 mines are already active. In fact, large quantity of coal from these scientifically mined coals have already started being exported out of the state. So the process has started, but it's a long way to go. And our concerns are actually the smaller miners who are not having the kind of requisite area that is required. So those challenges are in the process. We are trying to address them by seeking permission from Government of India, whether smaller mines can be given permissions, and we are getting positive response, but I would refrain from giving details right now until unless we have a final clearance from it.
Yeah, abandoned mines are a cause of concern. Two deaths took place recently.
You see, the problem is, as I said, there are more than 21,000 mines just in one district. And if you put all the state together, there are maybe close to about 25,000 mines. And these are all in different locations. It is almost next to physically impossible for us to really go into all of these aspects. And these mines have been there for centuries, not just decades. For centuries they've been there. So yes, it is a challenge. And all of this has come on us in this kind of limited time and space, and multiple challenges are being addressed. But as I said, we are working on them. And we are ensuring that we balance things out. I think I stress on the word balance because that's really what is important. So while we have to look at livelihood, we need to ensure that we continue to take care of our people. We need to also take care of their lives and the safety of the miners and the environment as well.
असम कैबिनेट विस्तार के बाद होगी अगली मेघालय असम सीमा वार्ता।
मेघालय के उप मुख्यमंत्री एवं गृह मंत्री प्रीस्टोन टाइनसोंग ने जानकारी दी है कि मेघालय और असम के अधिकारियों के बीच सीमा क्षेत्रों में खेती और आजीविका संबंधी गतिविधियों को बिना किसी बाधा के जारी रखने पर आपसी सहमति बनी है। मीडिया से बातचीत में उन्होंने बताया कि इस संबंध में कार्बी आंगलोंग ऑटोनोमस काउंसिल के प्रतिनिधियों, असम सरकार के वरिष्ठ अधिकारियों तथा मेघालय के उप मुख्यमंत्री स्निया भालंगधर के नेतृत्व वाले प्रतिनिधिमंडल के बीच बैठक आयोजित की गई थी।
Karbi side, including the CM of the Karbi Anglong Autonomous Council, and as well as senior officials from the government of Assam, and from our side, delegation is led by our Honorable Deputy Chief Minister Mr. Sniya Bhalangdhar. And in the meeting yesterday, they have fully agreed, both sides, and that also in presence of both the headmen from Meghalaya as well as from Karbi Anglong side. And the agreement is very clear. They wanted to make sure from now on, they wanted to make sure that the cultivation activities does not at all get stalled at any point of time. That is the decision they taken yesterday, and even both the authorities from the state government and as well as district council authorities has also assured that they will make sure that the livelihood activities which is being done and which is going to be done by both the villages of the two states has to be at any cost preserved, and cordial and healthy atmosphere has to be prevailed over there, not only for 1 week or not only for 1 month, but time and again henceforth.
So what about the
पीजीआई प्रदर्शन की समीक्षा के लिए सीएम ने शिक्षा विभाग की बैठक ली।
मेघालय के मुख्यमंत्री कॉनराड के संगमा ने शिक्षा विभाग के साथ उच्च स्तरीय समीक्षा बैठक कर राज्य के परफॉर्मेंस ग्रेडिंग इंडेक्स यानी पीजीआई में प्रदर्शन का आकलन किया। बैठक में शिक्षा की गुणवत्ता सुधारने, स्कूलों के बुनियादी ढांचे को मजबूत करने, व्यावसायिक शिक्षा को बढ़ावा देने और डिजिटल गवर्नेंस को बेहतर बनाने के लिए चल रही विभिन्न योजनाओं की समीक्षा की गई। मुख्यमंत्री ने कहा कि राज्य के हर बच्चे तक गुणवत्तापूर्ण शिक्षा पहुंचाना सरकार की प्राथमिकता है। अधिकारियों ने बताया कि मेघालय में करीब 14,600 स्कूल हैं, जो लगभग 30 लाख आबादी को शिक्षा सेवाएं प्रदान कर रहे हैं।
We have multiple review meetings today, so starting off with this very important aspect of the PGI, and as you know, we have done many things.
And we have brought under now right now there are only two structures remain, that is DeepSeek structure and the structured pay framework. Only these two remain. And we have given 23,000 teachers, they are now getting centralized provident fund. That's a big thing, that is more than almost 50.
We have, of course, DAPR is there, which is a nodal agency. We also have in SSF, some media team is there, 2-3 people are there. And we also have in...
We have to mobilize all of them and then take inputs from the interview all the teachers, teacher associations, president, secretary, and make them speak in public, make them speak in the social media, so that every...
What is happening is, as you correctly mentioned, the work is going on, but we are not able to spread.
Earlier they used to only 50% used to pass, now a 97 pass percentage. With that, they are progressing, they are not dropping out in the media, and it looks so childish because they don't have awareness, those who are writing against us. And we need to aggressively pursue the media strategy. That is one thing that I want to present here.
पेट्रोल डीजल के दाम घटाने की मांग ट्रांसपोर्ट संगठन ने केंद्र से कहा।
ऑल इंडिया मोटर एंड गुड्स ट्रांसपोर्ट एसोसिएशन ने केंद्र सरकार से पेट्रोल और डीजल की कीमतों में कमी करने की मांग की है। संगठन का कहना है कि अंतर्राष्ट्रीय बाजार में कच्चे तेल की कीमतें लगभग $104 प्रति बैरल से घटकर $90 प्रति बैरल तक आ गई हैं। ऐसे में इसका लाभ आम उपभोक्ताओं और परिवहन क्षेत्र को मिलना चाहिए। एसोसिएशन ने सरकार से घरेलू ईंधन कीमतों में कटौती करने की अपील की है।
ट्रांसपोर्ट व्यवसायियों की ओर से हम माननीय प्रधानमंत्री और माननीय पेट्रोलियम मंत्री जी से अपील करना चाहते हैं कि अब जब खाड़ी देशों में युद्ध विराम हो गया है और कच्चे दामों के रेट जो भाव हैं वह दिन प्रतिदिन कम होते जा रहे हैं। कहाँ $108 तक रेट चला गया और अब $90 तक रेट आ गए हैं। तो क्योंकि ट्रक व्यवसाय और ट्रांसपोर्ट व्यवसाय एक ऐसा असेंशियल सर्विस के तहत आता है जो लोगों की आममर्रा की रोजमर्रा की जरूरतों को पूरा करता है। अतः हमारी आपसे पुनः अपील है और विनती है, अनुरोध है कि इसका जो बोझ है, जो रेट आपने पिछले 11-12 दिन में ₹8 के लगभग बढ़ाए हैं, उसको पुनः विचार करके उसको कम करें और ट्रांसपोर्ट सेक्टर को अपना इसमें रिलीफ दें ताकि आम जनता पर इसका बोझ न पड़ सके। धन्यवाद। मैं राजेंद्र कपूर, प्रेसिडेंट ऑल इंडिया मोटर एंड गुड्स ट्रांसपोर्ट एसोसिएशन।
सोनम रघुवंशी की जमानत सुनवाई जारी, कल फिर होगी सुनवाई।
सोनम रघुवंशी की जमानत याचिका पर गुरुवार को सुनवाई के दौरान बचाव पक्ष ने अदालत में अपनी दलीलें पेश करना शुरू कर दिया। सोनम के वकील संजीव चंदा ने बताया कि बचाव पक्ष की बहस पूरे दिन चली और अब शुक्रवार को भी जारी रहेगी। उन्होंने मामले के संभावित परिणाम पर कोई टिप्पणी करने से इनकार करते हुए कहा कि मामला अभी न्यायालय के विचाराधीन है।
Today the arguments from the defense side has started and it has started for today and it will continue again tomorrow. So we have started our arguments from the defense side and it will continue tomorrow.
So what are we expecting here? Like, is it a tough decision to be made? Or like, some obvious facts that have been...
At this stage I will not be able to, say anything, but the matter is sub judice and, we have just started with our arguments and, tomorrow the matter is going to again continue. So at this stage I will not be able to make any comments, but yes, the matter is pending and it's sub judice and the matter is going on at this point.
Okay.
सीएम कॉनराड संगमा ने HSSLC टॉपर को किया सम्मानित।
मुख्यमंत्री कॉनराड के संगमा ने हाल ही में घोषित हायर सेकेंडरी स्कूल लीविंग सर्टिफिकेट यानी HSSLC परीक्षा के टॉपर्स को सम्मानित किया। इस अवसर पर उन्होंने छात्रों की कड़ी मेहनत, अनुशासन और लगन की सराहना की। मुख्यमंत्री ने कहा कि इन विद्यार्थियों की सफलता पूरे मेघालय के युवाओं के लिए प्रेरणा है और ये राज्य की युवा प्रतिभाओं की बढ़ती क्षमता को दर्शाती है।
And I'm Azora G. Momin from Don Bosco College, High Secondary School, Jura. Student of Commerce Stream, kindly line up. Priya Ghosh, Ankita Das, Rishika Devnath, Julius Karki Thapar, Sadi Baman, Wanthan Sarkar, Vivian Wanshai Lalu, School, first position holder. Second position, Ankita Das from St. Anthony's High Secondary School. Congenial Karsona, Wanpa Boklang Snaitan, Sidhide, Hakiru Chalam, Pibarisha Dakhar, Lydia Berija, Moscow High Secondary Section, Chula, West Garial District. Second position, Amos Chinmilan from St. Anthony's High Secondary School, Shillong. Third position, Vishal position, One Paboklang Saitan from St. Anthony's High Secondary School, Shillong. Seventh position, Siddhi Day from St. Anthony's High Secondary School, Shillong. The eighth position, launch. So we will have a group photograph first.
So I think what we do subject-wise, there will be too many.
Yes, we'll do stream-wise.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, one more. Thank you. Ready? 1, 2, 3, one more. Thank you.
I am Birupjit Das and I have secured 5th rank in the stream of science from Laban Bengali Boys Higher Secondary School. Now I plan to do BSc in data science and get into a data scientist career. And my message for the youth will be that you have to be eager to the goal that you are trying to achieve, and it's the perseverance that you will instill in yourself that will give you your success. And I am feeling great after being facilitated by the Chief Minister of Meghalaya, Shri Conrad Sangma, and thank you.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, one more. Thank you.
A very good morning, everyone. My name is Haikiru Chadam, and I am from Noliberty Higher Secondary School, Jowai, and I secured the 8th position in the HSSLC examination this year. So it is deeply an honor to be facilitated by our respectable, honorable Chief Minister, and this kind of program, it will create a kind of motivation for all the juniors to keep on working hard for their dreams. And yes, and it is quite necessary to organize this kind of program. Though it is a small program, but then it is deeply an inspired one. And the only message that I want to share is that to be successful in life, you don't need just intelligence and but then you need consistency, hard work, and dedication that you put into your work. So whatever struggles you may find in your journey, but I hope that you keep being patient and trust the process and believe in God. Thank you.
Very good morning, everyone. My name is Viraj Bhattacharjee from St. Edmunds Higher Secondary School. Today is a very fulfilling day for me because I've secured the 8th position in my HSSLC examination. Well, this journey is very fulfilling for me because honestly, previously I was a very timid guy, but St. Edmunds has indeed changed my personality altogether. And I feel your consistency in your life and your perseverance matters, because without those two things, you cannot succeed in life. I mean, yeah, studies are one aspect of your life, but enjoyment is also another aspect of life, because without enjoying your life, you cannot succeed as well. I encourage all of my juniors to also achieve greatness and to also enjoy your life altogether.
What do you feel about the felicitating?
I mean, extremely grateful for Sir, extremely grateful for our Honorable Chief Minister for facilitating us. The experience was great. Thank you for all this, sir, and it matters a lot to me. Very good morning, everyone. My name is Viraj Bhattacharjee from St. Edmunds Higher Secondary School. Today is a very fulfilling day for me because I've secured the 8th position in my HSSLC examination. Well, this journey is very fulfilling for me because honestly, previously I was a very timid guy, but St. Edmunds has indeed changed my personality altogether. And I feel your consistency in your life and your perseverance matters, because without those two things, you cannot succeed in life. I mean, yeah, studies are one aspect of your life, but enjoyment is also another aspect of life, because without enjoying your life, you cannot succeed as well. I encourage all of my juniors to also achieve greatness and to also enjoy your life altogether.
What do you feel about the felicity?
I mean, extremely grateful for Sir, extremely grateful for our Honorable Chief Minister for facilitating us. The experience was great. Thank you for all this, sir, and it matters a lot to me.
Good morning, my name is Mikashi Roy. I'm from St. Mary's Higher Secondary School. I am from art stream and I got first rank. So my journey would be a description of sacrifices, because I feel like sacrifice are one thing which gives people achievement. If you're ready to sacrifice, you are ready to do anything in your life, you are ready for anything. And for me, I would say that my journey would include sacrifices and discipline. You need to stay consistent with your studies. You need to work hard for what you need to achieve. And I feel like today's felicitation reflected our Chief Minister's hope and aspirations for the youth, his efforts for the youth, and the way he's trying to improve the education system in Meghalaya. And for the youth, I would advise all of you to actually work hard and do not give up, even if it's in the last moment. Please try hard and stay consistent, and I assure you, you will get a good result. Please make sure to make sacrifices. You don't need a 10-hour leisure time, 10-hour doom scrolling on social media, but what you need is 2 hours of persistent studies every day, and that will help you ensure that you get a good result. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Rishika Debnath and I am the 3rd rank holder in the commerce stream, and I secured 90.4% and I got the highest in entrepreneurship 97 and IP 96. So I have been an above average student always, and when I joined class 11, from that point of time I have always been a front bencher, and me being a front bencher played an important role in me being a topper, I should say. I have always been a critical pupil and I asked questions every time whenever I had any doubts, and I always cleared my doubts in class. So because of that, I did not really have to study much because I was really consistent. I understood the basics, and I'm feeling truly blessed to have this opportunity to come here and get felicitated by the Chief Minister of Meghalaya. And I should say that the greatest gift you can give yourself is the belief that you can succeed. Once you believe that you can do it, then believe me, God will help you in any way possible to make your dream come true. And I should thank my parents. They were always there for me. They supported me always. My sister and all my teachers and all, they always stood by me and supported me. And thank you so much.
Hello everyone, my name is Amos Chinminduan from St. Anthony's Higher Secondary School. I've secured the 2nd position in the science stream with a percentage of 94. Talking about my journey, my journey has been filled with a lot of challenges as well. Science stream being a very difficult stream, I had my initial struggles, but thanks to God, my teachers and my parents who always believed in me, and so because of them I never gave up, and because of which I've been able to achieve this stage today. And an advice to my juniors would be to work hard consistently. I know it sounds boring, but then I believe that it's the boring advice that takes you far in life. So work hard consistently, know yourself well, have ambitions, and work your best, give it your all to achieve them. And regarding the program hosted by the Chief Minister, I believe it's a wonderful initiative taken by him, which motivates and inspires the upcoming students as well to work harder. And that's all. Thank you.
Good morning everyone. I am Aimi Azura G. Moment
and I have secured the 10th position in the HSSLC examinations from the science stream. I'm from Don Bosco College, Higher Secondary Section 2. Today it is of immense pride and joy for us to be invited at the residence of our Honorable Chief Minister, Sir Conrad K. Sangma. And I feel I'm overwhelmed with joy because coming here it is of great pleasure and pride. And if I say about my preparations in the examinations, well, it is not any routines I have made, but it is just the consistency and the discipline that we have carried on. I usually studied during my classes when there is tuitions and all, just 2 to 3 hours a day. But during the last month of the examination, that is in the month of January and February, I hardly pulled it to 10 to 12 hours. So here in this residence of our Honorable Chief Minister, inviting us, it is of great pleasure, as I said, and I hope that this would be an inspiration for other students to strive more, to work hard and to believe in themselves. If you can dream, then why you cannot believe? If you can believe, you can achieve it. So just believe in yourself, do well, and above all, pray to Almighty God, because without Him, nothing is possible. So just believe in yourself, just have faith in yourself, and you can do it. Thank you.
खबरों में आज के लिए इतना ही। बाकी खबरों के लिए देखते रहिए एपेक्स न्यूज इंडिया। धन्यवाद।
Apex News India Northeast।